Oh, Zillow. Let's talk about what Zillow is not going to be doing for at least the rest of 2021. So here's the thing with Zillow. Living in the Phoenix Scottsdale area, we usually find out about the new things that Zillow is going to be doing here first because, well, they usually do them here first. Their iBuying program happened to be one of those. Zillow has stated that they have stopped buying homes due to worker and material issues. In other words, they can't get homes turned quickly enough and put back on the market. Now, I know that everything has been backed up, but it's been backed up for a while now. So what's really happening? Let's dig into this right now. So here's what I have seen, and it's not just from Zillow, it's really from all the iBuyers. They buy a house, and then within a few days, sometimes a week, that house is back on the market. That's not a lot of time to do the renovations and repairs needed for these houses to go back on the market. But they're saying that they can't get workers to do the renovations and repairs. So now let's look at some data about what Zillow and other iBuyers have been doing with their buying for the last year. Let's start by looking at the median purchase price difference. In 2020, Zillow's median purchase price was $261. And in September of 2021, their median purchase price was $473. That is a significant price jump for that short time period. Now let's look at the median sales prices. In September 2020, it was $285, so they were making a profit. And in September 2021, it was $392.5. So wait a second. Their median purchase price was $473. So they're losing money. Zillow was the iBuyer that moved their purchase price into the high 400s. Opendoor was the only other iBuyer that got into the 400s for their purchase prices, but they were in the very low 400s. And as recent as the first week in October, Zillow exceeded Opendoor's purchases for the first time. Then guess what happened in the third week of October? Zillow stopped buying houses. The speed at which Zillow was scaling their business was prime for issues. Zillow purchased more than double the number of homes in the third quarter as compared to the second quarter, which itself was double the first quarter. Real estate transactions are complex and people dependent, and iBuyers have been trying to reduce or at least limit this part of the equation. And here we see a prime example of it coming back to bite them. Now, if you're reading some of the headlines, you're seeing things like Zillow gets outplayed by its own game, and Zillow slams the brakes on home buying as it struggles to manage its backlog of inventory. And Zillow's home flipping hits a snag, and a red-hot housing market shows signs it's cooling. Now, because of these headlines, I have seen some people jump to the conclusion that because Zillow is backing out of the market, that clearly they know more than we do, and that Zillow sees signs of a crash coming, and that we need to take heed. Now, I know that for consumers, Zillow is a great place to go online to shop for houses, to look at the other houses in your neighborhood, and maybe look and see what they're saying that your home value is. But let's not forget what I showed in a previous video. The Zillow CEO himself, his Zestimate on his own home was about $1 million off. So I would not rely too heavily on Zillow's data to be 100% accurate. And here are some other interesting facts. Per the Cromford report, as of October 12th, they stated all iBuyer sales counts are up substantially from their very low numbers last year that reached 605. But they still lag long way behind purchase counts. We therefore see another increase in inventory levels. The iBuyers held 3,258 homes at the end of September across Maricopa and Pinal counties. This is a very substantial number when compared to the total number of active listings on MLS at 6,828. Now, this was pre-Zillow halting their buying. That did go on to say that what they are also seeing is Zillow seeing massive price reductions. And many of the homes that Zillow owns are being sold for less than they purchased the home for. Then after Zillow halted their buying, the Cromford report said this: October 20th, of 252 Zillow-owned listings in Phoenix, 182 of them had at least one price reduction, with the average drop of $41,000. Of the listings shown active on Zillow's website, the average current listing price is 6% less than the average price they paid, according to the affidavit of value filed with the county. Of course, they charge the seller a fee, but this 6% represents an average gross loss of $28,000 per home. So what's going on? First, I want to address the fact that Zillow knows more than we do and there's a crash coming. Now, our market has cooled, but there are no signs of a crash coming. In fact, our prices are still on an upward trend. Here's what I believe is happening with some of the homes that are purchased by Zillow. I'm not sure if you remember this, but back earlier this year, there were articles written about some of these iBuyers buying homes for 105% of the current market value. Our market was on fire. So these iBuyers could come in and spend that kind of money on the home, do nothing to the house, put it back on the market and make more money. Our market was that insane. Well, I can tell you from experience with a few of my buyers that have looked at properties owned by some of these iBuyers, they've looked at what they've paid, they've looked at what the home price is now on the market for, and they've said, no way, we're not doing it. We will either put in an offer and it will be lower, or we're just gonna sit and we're gonna wait. Now what I believe they're gonna have to do is they're going to have to start fixing some of these homes to get the money back out. Any of the private flip investors that I know have all of their trades in order and they have all of their materials pre-ordered. They buy in bulk so that they're ready to go. I have even seen this for some of the luxury builders. They buy ahead of time. They know what they need. They order ahead so that they don't have to wait. Now, if you don't have trades in line, you are going to have to wait in line just like everyone else. So that's what they're having to do. See, they haven't been fixing these houses and now they're going to have to start. So they've got to get in line just like everyone else so that they can actually get the money back out of these homes. Per the Cromper report on October 17th, we can see that many homes that have been purchased recently have not been listed on MLS yet. But we can also see that some of those that have been listed are seeing quite a high volume of price cuts. Some of the asking prices are now below the price paid by Zillow just a few weeks earlier. Weeks earlier, this just further exemplifies what I just said. Purchased a few weeks earlier, but already on MLS, there has been no work done to these homes. Because our demand has dropped a little bit, buyers are now being able to say, no, I am not going to pay you more than you just paid 2 weeks ago for this home, and you've done nothing to the home. And quite honestly, I don't blame buyers. The Phoenix Scottsdale market has seen cooling since August, September, which is somewhat normal due to our seasonal trends. What you can see from this graph is that Zillow did not slow when the others did, which I believe was their biggest mistake. What do you guys think? I really want to know. If you have any questions about this, please feel free, reach out, call me, email me, text me, post a comment down below. Don't forget to hit like so that other people just like you can find this video. Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss any of my future videos. And if you think that this is a must for someone else to see, make sure you share this with them. As always, thank you for watching and I'll see you next time.